Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. We're going to be discussing everything Cardano itself, see what is happening with the price of ADA, and of course what we could be expecting as we do go further into this upcoming week ahead of us. A lot to discuss in this update, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So recently, what we did see today is, to be specific, what I mean today is over the last 3 to 4 hours ago, we did see Bitcoin see a little bit of a minor pullback, which took the dominance index, a little bit higher, around 54.3%, and we saw that wick up quite a bit, which is affecting some of the altcoins right now, as you can see. As far as ADA is concerned, down about 0.7%, but there's a lot of interesting things going on with ADA, and we got to discuss something one of my viewers has commented about, and I kind of want to elaborate a little bit on that, so you do want to sit back and enjoy the show. So, if you're looking at the price as of March the 3rd, is you're looking at the price of ADA currently sitting at 72.5 cents. So, we're down about 0.6% as mentioned in USD comparative, as well as 0.3% in Bitcoin comparative. So right now, just by looking at the price itself, we can see that the price is in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. I don't even need to pull out the charts. I can just say that right off of by looking at the price itself. And if we're looking at the market cap right now, it's currently sitting at 25.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is below $1 billion mark, currently sitting at 972.5 million to be exact. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So today we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the total value locked for Cardano. And one of my viewers, like I said, left a comment, and I kind of want to elaborate with the overall viewers because this is really important, and my viewer does bring out a really good point that I did not even take into account. So let's talk about that. So if we're looking at my update that I just made yesterday for you guys, shout out to @Maynard and Wild Goat. They bring up two good points, and I kind of want to talk a little bit more on that. So you could see it says no, TVL is not lagging. All these other coins have their staked coins accounted for, and Cardano does not. Don't you know this? Because there is no lockup. If its coins were accounted for like everybody else's, it would be number 2 right behind Ethereum. There is no lagging here. And Wild Goat also says something great. It says such a big misconception about ADA TVL. Billion staked on the network, just not locked up like other crypto. So a great excellent point that these two bring up, as well as everyone else. Shout out to each and every one of you guys for really taking your time out to comment down below, because of course this is a discussion, and yes, I can't remember to include everything. So what this means is, if you were kind of wanting to know a little bit more, you guys are probably confused right now. So the overall ecosystem, if you go on DeFi Llama or any official DeFi website, you will see the total value locked for the entire chain. It's about $479 million. And now, if you're comparing it with some of the other competitors, you're looking at Arbitrum, you're looking at Ethereum, you're looking at Solana, you're seeing their total value locked at such a high number. And I'm aware of, that there's billions of ADA that's, locked in terms of, that is being staked, not locked. And what I mean by that is, you can see this for yourself. So what not locked mean, especially to the newcomers coming into the space, is basically you can stake your ADA and you can unstake it at any time. So you can see this for yourself. There's about 22.81 billion billion tokens that are being staked right now. So if you want to put that roughly in this market, how much that is really worth, you could pretty much say around 19 to 20 billion dollars worth of Cardano is being staked right now. And this is where the supply shock factor comes into play. What I was referring to, I should have elaborated a little bit more. What I was referring to is, just the protocols itself. If you're looking at Cardano protocols, they're not gaining as much traction compared to, their competitors. But, a great point, obviously refreshing my memory as well. As you guys know, if you're looking at Sol, if you're looking at some of the other coins, if you stake them, you have to stake them for, a period of time. And, they get locked for a period of time. So, of course, that gets accounted for in the total value lock. So, where you're not just looking at just specifically, the overall protocol's value. You're looking at, staked coins that do account for the overall number in terms of the total value lock. So really, really good point. And of course, this is something, as far as the stake token goes, this is something, if you've been following me on my channel from the beginning, I've been emphasizing and looking very, very closely at this. Reason why this is the case is because it shows the confidence investors really have in ADA. And guess what? Over the past 3 to 4 years, I kid you not, literally from the beginning when ADA was only 2 cents, I know some people personally that, view my channel, that are supporters on my channel, that have been just staking it. Even though it hit an all-time high, they've just been staking it, compounding, because they believe in ADA that much. So, this itself, remember in my last update, I said supply shock. We could see a massive, massive supply shock, when the demand, starts increasing, which we're already starting to see that happen. Again, basic rule, supply and demand. Basically what that means is, when the supply is lower and there's a higher push in demand, and the demand being low, less coins in circulation, because of course 22 billion is being staked. This can bring the price up even higher in a faster period. And I think, I'm very, very confident, I've been pretty much saying about the supply shock for quite some time. I think this will happen again with ADA, which will shock a lot of people. So if we're looking at, the dominance, how I was referring to that earlier, you did see the Bitcoin dominance going down to 53.29% just a few hours ago. And, after Bitcoin did see this move, let me just kind of zoom in for you guys. So you can see Bitcoin wicked down to 61,334, and we saw this BTC dominance shoot up to about 54%, which has impacted some of the altcoins. But overall, guys, Bitcoin is looking absolutely amazing. But now if we're looking at ADA, our good old friend ADA did something very interesting as far as its price is concerned. So a lot of haters, I'm sure, are nowhere to be seen as of now. It's quite funny because over the last update, I'm seeing less and less hate, and that is what I was expecting, and that's what I think is going to happen as we do go further into this bull market. So what you're seeing is, of course, at this point, we all know ADA went all the way up to 76 cents, and we did see Cardano having a retracement, that initial impact from the Bitcoin move, and we're looking at ADA retesting 68.85 cents. Now you guys might be scratching your head, Crypto ZX, why does that even matter? Who cares? So remember the 78.6 resistance that I was talking about, that I kept on talking about? I sounded like a broken record. Well, guess what? That exact same resistance, which we were having such a hard time breaking out of, which of course, in my opinion, would end the bear market cycle, which it did. That exact same resistance has turned into support. And the best way to confirm that is because, look at this. We saw the wick and it literally got supported exactly at the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So now what does this tell us? This tells us the significance of this resistance and confirms us that this was indeed a really, really important level of support. And because if you did have some buy orders placed in around here and you got lucky, you are already up 6% right off the bat. So ADA is looking absolutely amazing right now. I still personally think we will see Cardano pushing up to 77 cents and all the way up to the next main target at 90 cents. But of course, one step at a time. The fact that we're still in the 78.6 is a huge plus point and should not be ignored. But do let me know down below what you guys personally think. Thank you so much for each and every one of you guys' support. Like, it's absolutely means the world to me. Continue supporting and you will continue to see these updates. And do let me know down below what you guys think about what I mentioned earlier in this update. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.